Okay, hello again everyone. We're continuing on this adventure in Ireland. Once again, apologies for all the volume problems I've been having. Probably going to carry on because I keep forgetting to speak properly, so I apologise for that. Anyway, okay, we'll recap of where we were last time. We took all these areas down here and created a duke up here, who is this guy, and this was all done kind of almost by accident. Didn't really think it through. He loves us to pieces because of the granted a county and the press to claim, but when we die and our successor comes along, we could be in trouble because he's ambitious, and those big positives will disappear for our successor. So anyway, I'll unpause it. Let's keep going. Talking of the successor, I was having a little think about the who we should have as our successor, just because we do have elective. Anyone who's followed this so far knows that this has been a bit of a pain in the backside, this elective succession, and I think the reason that's actually occurred is that we've grown and we've united Ireland a bit too quickly. Usually I'm using elective succession and there aren't really that many dukes about, but we became the king very quickly, so we had to create some give some duke titles away, so it's caused a few more problems. Once again, we've got this thing where our heir has decided that he actually would rather his grandson, in fact it's not even his grandson, that is his nephew, so you know, no sense at all. I think what will then happen is it will probably switch back shortly. Yeah, again, this is something in the game that's a bit weird. But we were talking about succession. I'd like to up ultimately to that one, primogeniture, because I think that's the one that gives you the best or the most amount of certainty. Seniority is a similar thing, although I think all your kings are going to end up being quite old, so you might have constant succession problems or succession crisis. So we want to get up to primogeniture, but the problem is we need a high crown authority, and you can only change that once in a reign, and unfortunately or fortunately we've been reigning overall for quite a while, so we can't actually change this at all until we get a successor, so we're going to have to stick with elective for a bit. I was actually having a quick look to see whether there was anyone better for us to have as an elective succession. I mean, these are the sort of the direct children, and we were looking at him. Oh well, it's all academic now because our king has died. The first thing that's going to happen is we'll probably have a rebellion. Oh, there it is. There you go. Duke Gwynedd, who we talked about. Let's pause it. Oh, it is paused. There we go. This is the guy here. Remember, he loved us to 100. Now he hates us, and he hates us because of he's ambitious, and all those positives have disappeared that we had before. Those granted a county, blah 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 blah. And also you see certain hits like short reign is -16 because again we've just started our reign as king, so he's going to rebel. There's domain too big because we're now only allowed 7, but that could be because we have a rubbish steward. In fact it is. If we appoint him as steward, I think it's a stewardship bonus, isn't it? Actually, that might not have any effect. I could be talking complete cobbers there. So let's. He's a better steward anyway, so we're going to have him there. So we have all these normal. These are the things we had before, but domain too big. The vassal may rebel. Remember that this is probably going to be Ormond because he was actually. We made him the Count of Ormond and the Doge of Munster, if you remember, and that is the wrong kind of government for him, so we need to give that away, which will get our domain size down. Plus we also need to give away one of these duchies as well, because he's now got too many, which means he'll be taking a hit there, too many held duchies. So we need to sort that out. So we need to look for someone to give it to, and the person to give it to really is him, because he is going to be our heir. We like his traits are good. His wife's okay. They've had a son, so basically we can give them straight to him, actually, in that we don't need to keep him in Dublin to choose a wife, etc, etc. So we could give him Ormond. However, I know if we give him that, there'll be an opinion problem, because it'll be the wrong type of government, but since he's our nominated successor, I think it doesn't matter. So let's do that first to get rid of all these extra holdings. So we'll go to our heir. Let's give him the county of Ormond, which gets rid of the 2 wrong type of holdings, blah blah. Now you see there, he's only liking us 33. There's a wrong government type. Is that nothing we can do about that at the moment because we don't have enough money. But also going to give him the Duchy of Munster as well. So again, he does like us a lot more. So that's good. That means we have a duke in our favour. While we're here, I'm not sure if we have elected our successor, your nephew. Yeah, no, he's not going to be the successor. We want our son, don't we? Where is he? Oh yeah, that is him. Idiot. Right. Okay, open council position. So let's have a quick squiz at this. So we've got the Earl of whatever. He's going to fabricate claims over here, which is what was going on before. Marshal, the Mayor of Wexford, he can go and research military tech where we are over there. The Steward is collecting tax, as we know. The Spy Master, he's good enough. And he can uncover plots. And then we have our Court Chaplain, who, oh, that's interesting. So he's quite... Okay, I would pick him, but since he is a bishop and I like to get our opinions up, I'll have him. And we'll look to where to put him. Let's put him in, I mean, our opinions are all kind of suffered here now, principally because of that short reign issue. So we can really start, that one's okay, let's start from here. And then he is in no, forget Glamorgan for a minute. Let's go to that one. Where's that one? Breffin. Unless someone kindly put in a comment, it's pronounced Breffin, I think. That does make sense. I'm sure that's how I was pronouncing it, and then I had a crisis of confidence. So anyway, back to this guy. Improve religious relationships in Breffin. So let's just, these are people who've left the court. He's our nephew. Why is he my nephew? That's all very bizarre. Oh, cobblers. Oh well, no, not cobblers. That isn't our son, that's our nephew who's the heir. But I'm happy with that because he's got a son. At the moment we don't have any sons. However, we might get sons, in which case we can change this. So, anyway, pick an ambition. There probably won't be any. Have a son, why not? You have a son. So, that's going to be there. Lord Mayor, have a son. Has become Doge. He's left our court. We'll play. There we go. That's all the things we've seen. So we're going to get a rebellion now from this guy here, which will be fine. We can deal with it. In fact, it's quite good because we'll get a county off him. Although I suppose we don't really need a county at the moment. But I'll start the start it going. There we go, castle town. 2 castle towns have been built, so our income's gonna oh blimey. It's not very good income, is it? We were up about, I'm hoping that's just he now favours him. Oh yeah, good. There was just a our income has now jumped back to where it should do. Now favours. So the to save. Go away. Right, everyone favours our favourite. So what we need to do once we deal with this bloke is get our crown authority up. Here we go. he's off on one. So let's raise our troops immediately. It's not hanging about. Kick to butt. All over to Dublin. Is that ours as well? That is ours as well. Okay, damn. Right, so we'll let him. We'll kick his bottom to become court chaplain. We've been attacked in Kildare. Denied the request to excommunicate him. Oh bollocks. Yeah, that's what happens if you don't pay attention. So we have one guard in here who's our cousin. Oh, we beat him. Lovely jubbly. He's still sending his troops down there, so we'll go after him for a bit. Someone was trying to excommunicate him, and he's already excommunicated. Now that's quite interesting. What did that happen? Why? I thought there was a message that said he was not excommunicated. All very bizarre. Has declined the request. So how did that happen then? Unless he was already been excommunicated by someone else. Who knows? Who knows? But that means anyone can attack him. Which means, I suppose it doesn't mean too much, but we need to get across now and in fact, how much do we need here? He's got 39 and 225, so we need about 400 actually. So you can come over here. And you can come over here. So we'll send them over. Right, so they're sieging that and they're coming down there. We're gonna. The daughter was. Oh, he keeps having daughters. Stop having daughters. Wants to be Stuart, wants to be Chancellor. Right, okay, so I'm just bringing these down here so I can. I'm going to take them over on a little trip over to Wales. Well, if it was Wales, it isn't at the moment, of course. We can't get any troops there, but we can raise the county ships. Is 10. So there's our techie knowledges. Got up knowledges? Is that English? Who cares? So we're going to go over here. Hopefully, it's not going to be big enough. 300, maybe it won't be. What's this? My daughter is a little rascal. She gains a shot. Yeah, okay. So might need a few more troops. Where else do I have troops? 359. Ah, okay. Use there. Okay, so here we are. That's just a load of construction. We've been attacked in Ulster. That's all fascinating. So we're going to stick him in there to siege that holding. I don't think we've got quite enough. Oh, we have by 30. We're going to bring him over as well, just speed it all up. So, stick him in there. So we have to have a think about what we're going to do if with this guy, because we can revoke a title. So I really want. Now I actually want these counties, although they're not directly his, are they? And maybe I will have to actually take the Duke title off him, which I don't really want to do. No, maybe I do. I don't know. I have no idea. But really, I want to take some of these counties myself. I need to get this domain up, and I want to take some of these counties because I'm slightly worried about if the King of England decides to turn his attention to us. I'd like to have some counties to sort of raise up direct levies from here. So, what are they up to? Arriving in Ulster. My worry is if he's been excommunicated that he's a target for every Tom, Dick and Harry. Because he's... See there, look at that. This happened to me once before. I'm not psychic. This happened to me once before in a similar game and I got confused. But when they got excommunicated, there's now a war going on with Scotland, and I'm worried that Scotland will try and take this off him. What's this rubbish? Arrange mode. Let's do this. And offer peace. I'm going to accept his peace offer because I'm worried that Scotland are in there and they might somehow get hold of stuff in here. I think if I go for peace, I can end the Scottish war. Oh yeah, and then go end the Scottish war. Now, right, I can get rid of this duchy title. Do I want to take the duchy title off him now? Obviously, I'm only getting a choice to do the duchy title. I haven't managed to, I guess I didn't have control of Ulster, so I can't take Ulster. So let me just disband all these first because it's costing money. Get rid of that. Okay, so I think we should. What happens if we imprison him? Who's his successor? Rubbish kid. And he's got 2 kids. And his eldest. So, what shall we do with him? So if we imprison him, there's only a 50%, 52% chance. Let's just revoke his title anyway. The problem is it's going to give me an extra Duke title. But such is life. Which means my vassals won't like me as much. Yeah, because someone else is now going to have a crack him. He is the Earl of Gwent. And again, you can see here, he's ambitious. So that's why he's a pain in the backside. Let's see if we can... we don't have any honorary titles to warn him. To be honest, Earl of Gwent... that's alright actually. We wouldn't mind an attack from him. Because we'll take that over. In fact, that's quite good. If we could get an attack from him, or maybe we'll try. I wonder if I can just take that off him. He says maybe. I'm kind of thinking what I want to do is I need to get rid of that Duke tile because I'm taking a hit. But to do that, I need to have land to give away. And so if I could get Gwent off this bloke, then I could give that land plus the Duke title away to someone who is, you know, is favourable to me. Probably not my heir. Well, I could actually give it to him, couldn't I? He is currently in love with me. Let's have a think about that. So let's just see. He might decide to rebel. Smallpox has broken out. Cool, fantastic. So that's the Ulster. She wants to get married, but she has claims on our kingdom. Don't really care. Let's have a look. Duke of Bedford. He could be dangerous because that will give his kids claims on us. We need someone a long way away. Yes. Duke of Bedford would be dangerous because he's over. Excuse me. Smack the microphone there. Yeah, he's dangerous. He's right next door, so that's not too clever. What about him? What about someone in our own dynasty? sister. Yes. This is one of the parts of the game that really does get a bit tedious, I think. We'll look at those in a minute, because you know, I don't really care. This is my answer to this at the moment. I don't want to give it to Bedford. Let's go to... what about him? He's Danish, he's miles away. And he's old. What about the Earl of Tyrconnell? It's fascinating. Religion. Steward. I like my spy master. Marvellous. Oh bloody hell! Right, the Duke of Orleans. Oh, no, he's dangerous. I'll sod it. In for penny, in for pound. Duke of Orleans. Why not? So someone's got small talk. So we have a intriguing plot. Your vassal. Come back to that. Your vassal, him, who is the so he's the Earl of Dufford, which is down there. He wants to be the Duke. Let's have a quick look at him. He's maimed. Who's his heir? We don't really know anything about him yet. We'll let him stew on that. Let's not stop him yet. What's this one? Oh, this woman here wants to kill that bloke's heir. Why? Because I don't know. I'm not bothered about either of those. Let's have a quick look at these. Chancellor. Let's say that this guy would be better. He would, but I don't want to annoy the other guy. So, where are we now? Let's have a look at these. What we know about that one? She has got married. We've been attacked in Ulster. We've been attacked in Ulster. So we have this guy here. He's depressed. Does that mean he's ill again? So this guy might not be long for this world. Just a bit of a pain in the arse. So anyway, opinions. Let's have a crack at the opinions, see where we are with our vassals, because I want to change this crown authority. Now, why has he not got the Earl of Ulster as a rebellion? The Earl of Ulster is going. Oh, he's the. Oh yeah, sorry, being a numpty. Of course, he's the one who was. He was the Duke. So of course he's not very happy, is he? He's not happy chappy. So we've got these two dukes are okay. Those are okay. The Earl of Dufford is ambitious. He wants the Duke title, so he's not so happy. The Earl of Ghent also wants the Duke title and is unhappy. He's unhappy because we took the Duke title off him. As you see, this is showing you exactly what Duke titles can do. But everybody else is okay-ish. It's probably just the short reign that's ruining some of our. So our overall finances are pretty good. Our churches could be better because we haven't got enough positive opinions. But other than that, it's not too bad. So, is it a case of trying to up this? And I think we should, because especially if we're going to die, I want to get it up to high. So let's go for that. And let's have a look at what that danger that did. Yeah, so they're not gonna like it as much. Increase the crown authority. So, well, it's not terminal. It has hurt some of these people though. But we could give him that. Ah, Court Jester. I wonder if we could get this bloke to fight us. Here. By, is he the one who's going to rebel? Let's make him Court Jester. You sod. Right, Duke. Favourite dog. That's the Connaught monster and me right here. Okay, so oh, hang on. Duke Taylor has died. Has he died? So he's died, and now he's taken over. Who's R? This is good. So the new Duke of Connaught is content, which means he won't give us any shit, hopefully. So nothing's really happened here, but I say that every time, don't I? I mean, something has happened. Our king's died, and we have had a small war. But this is, I always find it really interesting in this game once you get to when you have a king rebelling. I'm talking about dying. I always think the game becomes brilliant then, because the balance that you've kind of built up is thrown away, and you get things like this. And now we've got this guy here, formal declaration of war. Our army is showing the bounds, and that's again is good because I mean he does have an ally, but it's the Duke of Somerset, and the Duke of Somerset is a vassal. In other words, you can't call on him because you have to ask your liege if you want to join him in an alliance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it here. Again, nothing's really happened, is it? I have to stop saying that. So I'd be surprised if there were many people continuing on with this Let's Play, but I'm gonna keep knocking these out for a bit because we're about to have a new patch in the middle of April, and that's going to change a fair few things from what I can tell from looking at the forums. Something to do with de jure kingdoms. So I think I'll be looking at restarting a new game then anyway once that patch is in. So I'm going to knock a few more of these Let's Plays out just for the hell of it on Ireland, and I'll get as far as I can before the patch comes in, which I think is about another week away, something like that. So I don't expect many people are following up to this point because, let's be honest, nothing's happening. So anyway, I will carry on with this war when we kick this bloke's butt in the next one. So I'll see you then.